Hi you guys, it's Denise again, and I'd like to offer a special tutorial for you today that's focused on going upside down. During this crazy time of coronavirus, there's a lot of unsettled things happening in the world due to the pandemic, and one of my favorite ways to handle emotional stressors, worries, anxieties, a heavy heart, etc., is to go upside down. So in yoga class, oftentimes we do our headstands, and the instructors, try to go step by step to teach headstand, but sometimes it's difficult in a group setting. So what I'd like to focus on today is going through the step-by-step process of getting into your headstand. So anyway, enjoy. I'm coming to you from Encinitas, California. I have Kitty Simon here. I have dog Bodie here. I'm outdoors, so hopefully you can hear me okay. If you have any neck injuries or concern about the neck, I'm going to teach you a way to create shoulder stability and strength to support the headstand, so there will be very little weight on the head itself and on the neck. It is a headstand, so your head will be on the mat, but if done correctly, you will be supporting the weight with the strength of your shoulders, not the neck. So I would like to warm up. So let's start in a standing position. We're going to go through a vinyasa flow. So connecting breath with movement is a beautiful process, a beautiful offering. So let's just start first with a seated position and settling into your seat. Close your eyes, relax the eyes, the face, and the jaw mostly. Try to open and close your mouth a few times just to release any tension in the jaw. Sit up nice and tall, root into your base. Take a nice inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And when you're ready, just start to move your breath through the nose only in Ujjayi Pranayama. Enjoy tapping into what you feel, to feel the breath move through the body, expanding into your belly, your chest, releasing the air, the chest and the belly. Notice the gentle movement of the belly, the ribs as they expand to receive your breath. And gently invite your hands to find your heart center in Namaskar. And moving the hands to coordinate the movement of your breathing. As you inhale, just float the fingertips up toward the sky. And then exhale the hands down the center line back to your heart. 2 more breaths. Nice. Invite the arms to reach out, expand across the shoulders, and then reach as high up overhead as you can. The peak of your inhale here. Release the hands down the center line back to your heart. Twice more, please. Inhale. and exhale. One more time, fill up as completely as you can. Pause at the peak of the breath. And full release. Let it all go. Let's gently make our way to our hands and our knees. Soften the hips back toward your heels in child's pose, balasana. So here, just take a few shifts side to side, releasing into your hips, into your low back, and into your shoulders. And then finally, just settle in. Keep the arms nice and soft. Rest the forehead to the top hand. Nice. This is always a really great place to come to if you need to take a rest in any of your vinyasa classes. So draw the knees in, elbows, forearms to the mat, and then we're just going to sway the hips side to side. Nice. Now extend your arms, lift your hips up to the sky for puppy dog pose. This is a great way to stretch out your shoulders. Rest the forehead to the mat. Gently rising into your tabletop position. Engage the core by drawing that navel up to the spine. Then once you're settled in, release the pelvis again and just shift your hips side to side. And then make a few circles 3 times in each direction to release any tension in the low back. Excellent. And then pause center. Inhale your heart. You create an arch in the spine. Tailbone rises as well. Now we're going to exhale and scoop the belly, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the tailbone, fill up. Full release. Exhale as you open that upper back, drawing that navel to spine, stretching across the shoulders, chin to chest. 2 more. Nice. Coming back to your tabletop, draw the knees under your hips, curl the toes under, shift your hips back toward the heels and just give your feet a little stretch and then make your way into downward facing dog. Good. So just alternate one heel at a time. Release anything that you need to feel or let go of as you come into your first down dog. And then settling into your dog, both arms extended, both legs extended. Palms pressing firmly into the mat, fingers spread wide. Let your head go, couple rotations each and all directions. Nice. Send your heart back, shoulders stretch, tailbone reaching high for a hamstring stretch, heels reaching down toward the ground. And then gently walk your feet to your hands, open the feet a little bit wider, take your hands to your elbows, and just sway in ragdoll, a few shifts side to side. So this is our first inversion here. Our focus will be inversions today. Release the hands from the elbows and just sway side to side. And then just hang out. Take notice of what you feel in your back body, your hamstrings, your low back. Let gravity in to release the neck. And then bend the knees and gently rise one vertebra at a time. Rounding, inhaling as you come up. Take the arms far out. Bring the feet under the hips. Inhale all the way up to the sky. And palms to the heart center. Exhale. We're going to take a flow, 9 movements, 9 breaths. You can modify as needed. Inhale the arms up, take a breath in. Full exhale as you fold forward, hinge from your hips. Let the neck go, release the head. Inhale, lift the heart, extend into your spine. We're gonna exhale into a full plank. Feel free to drop to your knees to make this a little more gentle. Good. You can stay here in your plank or to the knees. Exhale takes the heart down into the mat. Inhale lifts the heart up for upward facing dog. You can stay on the knees and lift just to your cobra position as a variation. From your cobra or your upward facing dog, you can pass through child or go straight into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Staying here for a few breaths. Step, hop, or just walk feet back to the hands. Inhale as you lift into the heart center. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Root into your legs, rise with your breath. Inhale to the sky. Hands back to your center, exhale. So next vinyasa will be without modification. You can continue to modify as needed. Inhale. Exhale as you fold. Just let everything drop toward the ground. Inhale, extending long spine, heart lifts. Exhale, you can step, hop, or walk back to dog, or take a vinyasa, chaturanga dandasana, little push-up. Inhale your heart for Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. And then exhale, lifts those hips to downward facing dog. Breathe, full breaths. Lift the heels, step, hop, or just walk the feet back to the hands. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fully fold. Root and rise. Inhale. And back to the heart with your exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale into your fold. Let everything go. Inhale, extend and lift into your heart. Exhale, step, hop, or walk back, taking your chaturanga, inhaling upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step, hop, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale on the lift of the heart. Exhale as you fold. Root and rise. Inhale. And hands to the heart center. Exhale. Nice, you guys. So we're going to just step that right leg back. Come into a lunge here. Extend the arms up. Send your heart up. Good. Opening into the chest. Opening into the shoulders. You're welcome to lift your gaze to challenge your balance. Nice. We're going to reach down, bring both hands to the inside of that left foot, drop that right knee, and just come into a little hip opener here. Keep it gentle. You're welcome to use your blocks. Nice. Lift that back leg, and then we're going to turn to the right edge of your mat. All 10 toes are facing the edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips, root into your legs, and rise with your inhale. Nice. Take the arms up. Inhale to the sky. Exhale as you float yourself down. Catch the mat, all 10 fingers facing the side edge of your mat. Extend the arms. Inhale, lift your heart. Then exhale and just soften into a fold. You can place your block right here and put the head to the block. So again, our focus is inversions. So just going upside down. Beautiful. Inhale, looking forward. Just exhale, bend into the right knee. Try to keep the other foot rooted down. And then inhale as you pass the hips across the top, bending into the left knee on the exhale. We're gonna take a few shifts side to side. You can let your arms creatively flow and just move into your hips. Pause to your left foot, turn back to the top of your mat. Excellent. Drop that back knee again. We're going to take the shoulders up just a little bit higher here. Hands can stay at the hips, arms can drop down, arms can reach. Extend your arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers for Yoga Mudra. Inhale the heart, let your head release. Beautiful. Catch your mat here, guys. Extend that back leg. We're going to step the left leg back and just pause in a plank. Now, in any arm balance or head balance, upper body strength is very important and very helpful. So we're going to pause into this plank for a few breaths. And now we're going to drop into a low plank for a few breaths. What I'd like for you to try to do is continue to lift your chest away from your mat. Think about the navel as it draws up toward the spine. Squeeze into your leg muscles, your quads. Back is nice and flat. Take the hands to the mat, high plank. Exhale and rest in downward facing dog. Lots of breaths. Bring that right foot, we're gonna send it through between the thumbs. You can put your block over here to have that ready and lift yourself into high lunge, reaching to the sky. So now we're on the other leg. You can keep the gaze forward. You can look up to challenge your balance. And then release back to the mat. Good. So we're going to shift to the other edge, left edge of the mat, extending into the right leg. Right foot is down, left hip is open, and then side to side you go. Side to side you go. Nice. So pausing, all 10 toes, facing the edge of the mat, hands to the hips. Inhale the arms. Exhale, this time, take the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, slide the thumbs down the tailbone, opening into your shoulders and your chest. Let the head release back. Inhale, you can stay here and breathe, or you can fall forward on the exhale, lifting the arms off the back, drawing the head to the mat, opening into the shoulders. Again, you're welcome to place the crown of the head to the block. Hi. Being upside down is amazing. Oh my goodness. I just opened my eyes and looked at myself. Sorry about the view. You guys know I'm not shy, right? Okay, here we go. Up we go. Take the breath and release. Nice. Turn toward that forward foot. Hands to the ground. Drop into that back knee. Toenails to the ground. Open up that hip just a little bit more. Reach to the sky. Exhale. One more chest and shoulder opener here. Inhale. Let the head release back on the exhale. Great. Catch the mat, forward foot, sends back, and we're back in that plank position. So from here, I'm going to ask you to invite a little more challenge by tapping each hand to the opposite shoulder. So right to left, left to right. Think about shifting softly into the obliques. So the obliques cross over the torso to comprise that group of muscles we call core. Nice, let's do 4 more here. 3 more, right, left is 1. 2 more. And last one. Excellent. Drop to the knees. Now we're gonna hold our shoulders up, nice strong arms. Beautiful. We're gonna do 1 low push-up. Inhale, modify, hips to heels, exhale. Okay, so now we're gonna get into just a little bit more core work, because the stronger our core, the more support your headstand will have. So go ahead and bring the feet through. You have your block here. So we're gonna tilt back and just hold the block in front of you. Try to engage the core. Navel is always moving back to the spine. Good. So we're gonna come up and down. So you can do a few here, about 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now you can take your block and you can do a few Russian twists with the block. You can have the feet up to add a little more challenge. Again, back from the rectus abdominis, which runs down the center of your core, to the obliques, internal and external, which run across the sides. We have 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, you guys. So we're gonna put this down. We're gonna roll slowly back, rippling all the way down to the mat. Beautiful. So extend the legs, extend the arms out to the side, or you can actually take your block, hold the block overhead. If you want a little neck support, you can be here with the block behind the head, and just hold the legs out as you consciously press the low back into the mat. Nice. Now you can stay here, you can bend the knees to soften this, or you can flutter kick to give that core a little more challenge. Let's do 8 any style. 8, 7, 6, 5. The whole time you're really focusing on pressing the navel down to the mat. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Bring the knees in, release your block, give yourself a little hug. Rock and roll up. Let's do a few more rock and rolls just to massage into the back. And up we go. Take the hands to the back of the mat, hold the knees. We're gonna kick out and in, out and in. Exhale as you bring those knees toward the chest. Exhale, 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 exhale. Nice, nice. Hold it out, bring it in. Roll to one hip and out and in we go. Let's do 8. Nice, knees come in, roll to the other side, and 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Kick it out. We're gonna cross your hip flexors, which live right here in the crease, right at the top of the hip joint. We're probably very screaming at you, so give them just a moment to settle in. Nice. Now what we're gonna learn here to follow is something we call hollow rock. So beginner level, just start rocking yourself back and forth. Good. So this is the feeling that we're gonna create, but we're gonna lay down on our back. You could also rock like this and hold on. So beginning hollow rock, you're gonna support the weight of the head, or you can cross your arms over your chest. Advanced variation, arms are extended, biceps squeezing the side of the head. So You can rock here. Nice. To add a little more effort, you can support the weight of the head without pulling on the neck, and you can rock with one knee bent, then bending the other knee. Beautiful full hollow rock position. Arms are extended, legs are extended, and we rock. We rock. We rock. Let's do 8 more. 8. Beautiful. Bring the legs up. Just let everything flow into your heart. Take the knees, give yourself a loving hug, and rock yourselves up. Excellent. So you can also be creative with any other core work that you know, your favorite core work. But I do like to do some core strengthening before we go into our headstand. So now, Sirsasana, or headstand, many benefits, really sends a lot of blood flow to our vital organs. For me, and this is my opinion, it is a really nice way for me to release anxiety, worries, concern. If I have a heavy heart, if I have a lot on my mind, going upside down is something that really helps me. So, and I love going upside down in my yoga classes. So if this is something you'd like to work on when we have a little extra time here as we're, you know, doing our home practices, I thought I would offer these step-by-step instructions on how to master Sirsasana, headstand. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is start on the hands and the knees. Now you can put your mat right in front of a wall, so when you go up, the wall will be behind you. In case you topple, you know the wall is there for safety. The wall is a great tool. So I always encourage you to practice against the wall. Okay, don't ever feel ashamed or embarrassed about using the wall. The wall is amazing. So you can pretend that there's a wall behind me. So what I want you to try to do first is go up on your hands and your knees, and we're gonna drop the chest toward the mat. Then we're gonna pick the chest up away from the mat and spread the shoulder blades apart. Then drop and lift. And then with control, these are called scapula. It's scapula activation. So we can do scapular push-ups, but right now I just want you to get that feel of activating in the scapula, which are the shoulder blades, and spreading those shoulders apart, okay? So once you master that, then we're gonna come down to our elbows, and we're gonna practice the scapular lift on the elbows. Sorry, I'm sweating. Beautiful. So now hold that scapular lift. Make sure that you are really feeling that. This is going to be the support in the shoulders that I was talking about earlier that will prevent a lot of pressure on the head and the neck. Nice. So then the next thing we're gonna do is measure the distance between each elbow. Hands are together, fingers are interlaced. So fingers are interlaced. Take one forearm and put the, you can measure your elbows apart this way. So the elbows should be about one forearm distance apart, okay? All right, hands are interlaced. Next thing we're going to do is come back into that scapular lift. Core is engaged. You can practice coming into a plank position like this as well. Good, and then release. So practice those steps before you start to go up into your headstand. Because if you are patient with the process, the pathway to the skill, you'll be more successful. Okay, so we've got our distance of our elbows, our hands together, fingers are interlaced. I've got my scapular activation. Next thing I'm gonna do is put my head
between my wrists. And then I'm going to start to lift my hips up by coming into down dog legs. Okay? The head is on the mat. Extend the hips in down dog legs. Heels can be lifted. Now, I want you to practice activating your shoulders so much that the head rises off the mat and then lower down. Good, lower down, but stay active. Then, once you're comfortable here, you can start to go to the next step, okay? So make sure you do a lot of good core strengthening exercises. Make sure you're comfortable with the scapular activation. Make sure you remember to distance your elbows apart, not too wide, not too narrow. If the elbows are too wide, we lose that shoulder support. Okay, so now, once we get all those pieces of the puzzle in place and we're feeling confident about that, we're gonna come into the next step. So hands are interlaced, got my measurement done. Place my head between the wrists, head is on the mat, shoulders are engaged, down dog legs. I'm gonna start to walk my toes toward my nose. Now look where my hips are going. My hips are going above my shoulders, yeah? And look what happens. My feet, my legs become so light that they float. So once you get those first 4 steps accomplished, then the next part of it seems to kind of be very light. So remember, do this with the wall. All right, here we go. So got everything in place, head between the wrists, shoulders activated, walk my toes toward the nose. Beautiful. So you can practice first by lifting one leg, and look how light my other leg is. Put the foot against the wall, and then bring the other knee up. So now both feet are against the wall. Beautiful. Extend your feet up against the wall and enjoy. Good. Now once you come down as slowly as you went up. So you can bring both knees down together, or you can bring one knee down at a time, find the mat, then the other leg. Walk yourself back and release into your child's pose. Good. So I hope you're feeling pretty good so far. All right, so we're gonna keep going on the journey to headstand. So now we're gonna approach it a little more energetically. Don't forget your first steps. Okay, so interlace, measuring, head, shoulders, toes walk to the nose. Good. One leg finds the wall, other leg finds the wall. Extend the legs, extend the legs. Now the next thing is to go away from the wall. Inner thighs are moving together, squeezing together. Keep lifting from your shoulders. You could even lift so much that your head lifts off the mat. Nice. One leg comes down, the other leg comes down. Good, we're starting to happen, yeah? Make sure you don't come down so fast that you hit the mat, because you could hurt your toe, you know, you could injure your foot. All right, so here we go again. Interlace, elbows. I hope you're doing this at home with me. And here we go, head down, shoulder activated, toes walking, one leg, squeeze those inner thighs together, and then extend the legs. Point the toes, nice. And down, good. Child's pose, nice. So now level 1, 2, I want you guys to work on that. I'm gonna show level 2, 3, some fun variations. If you're really solid in your headstand, try these fun variations and get creative with your legs and just your movements while you're upside down. All right, here we go. Back to the head to the mat, shoulders activated, walk the toes to the nose. Now, if you're really good with coming up Try the variation where the legs are straight. Then try shifting your hips back a bit and hinging the legs to an L shape. Back up we go. Straddle the legs apart. And then spin one leg forward, the other leg goes back. And then other way. Back to your straddle. Legs come together. Hinge. Touch. Open. Child's pose to rest. Lovely. Okay, so Sirsasana, headstand. So I welcome your feedback. What would be really fun is once you get into your headstand, take a picture, post it. I love it when I get pictures from my students on an island and they have mastered their headstand and they're on the beach in this far, far away, beautiful, exotic place. But I know we're at home. So this is a great time to practice, and yoga is a practice. So I'm here and I'm happy to help you in any way I can. If you have any questions, please message me and I am available to help you with anything that I can. So I want to say thank you truly from my heart to your heart, from my light to your light. Namaste. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna tune out.